Thank you so much for joining us today. Could we start off by having you talk a bit about your platform and what you stand for as a candidate?
Yes, so I am Sydney Castle and I'm running to be the next student body president of SMU, and my platform really does surround itself by connection and bringing groups together on campus. So for example, you are in Panhell, but there's so many other organizations on campus that are doing incredible things. And one thing that I have learned as student body secretary this year is that organizations need more turnout. They're planning these awesome events and nobody is showing up, and it's not because nobody doesn't want to show up, it's that nobody knows there's an opportunity to do so. And I would really love to bridge the gap between not only students, but administration, faculty, staff, everybody. So going back to the idea that you are in Panhellenic, right? And so I would love to bridge the gap between all chapters in Panhellenic and all like IFC as well, bring everybody together, but give you the opportunity in your sorority to be able to go support other sororities on campus, as well as them support you, and just show up to these events and give the opportunity to bridge the gap between all students. And so make this a better, more inclusive community. A couple things that I've worked on as student body secretary that I'd like to continue in the 109th Student Senate. I started a safe nightlife program with Hope Hayden. She's now going to be the next student body secretary, which is the position that I serve as now, so that's super exciting, very fitting it seems. But she's been great, and so what we did was we partnered with venues that most SMU students frequent. And so we're starting initiatives within Safe Nightlife, just bringing awareness to sexual assault, not necessarily providing a solution because there really isn't a solution that we can come up with, but just providing awareness, promoting discussion about it, and everybody seems really on board with it and very excited. So I would really love to continue that. And then another thing that I'm super passionate about is mental health, just destigmatizing mental health. And being able to talk about it, because a lot of people just feel like they need to hide it in and keep it in and not talk about it with anybody, which is super discouraging. So I'd really like to create a platform for these students to share their stories. I started a chapter, brought a national mental health organization called If You're Reading This to SMU with another one of my really good friends that's graduating this year. And so I'm going to take that over next year and would love to continue that discussion with other senators as well as individuals that are going to be on the exec team next year.
Awesome. So speaking of mental health, I know that the campaign process can be stressful. Can you tell me a bit about your own campaigning process and how you're doing all that?
Yeah, it's definitely been tough. I knew going into this, it's funny, as a freshman, I just saw everything that went on, and everything is very dramatic for no reason sometimes. It's very unfortunate to see, especially what happened last year with a couple of the candidates. It had no business happening. So watching that, I was like, do I really want to run for a position that puts me in the limelight? And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it because I'm passionate about it. However, it's come to the time where everybody is focused on me, what I'm doing. What's been hard is I'm talking about things like diversity, right? And so I'm not part of every community that I'm talking about. And it's really easy it's a sensitive topic, right? And coming from somebody that's not in these communities, it can seem superficial. And I think that unfortunately it's come off as that to some people, which is totally understandable. I mean, I get it. I'm sitting here talking about diversity and some people are like, she has no idea what she's talking about. They're right, I don't, because I can't speak for every community. I don't know these experiences. I don't know I don't know what they've been through, but what I can do is I can create a platform for them to use their voice and talk about what has happened. And that's what I want to do. I would never want to speak for a community that I don't understand, that I'm not a part of, but I'd like to give them a chance to talk on their own and say what they want to say. So that's something that I really do want to work on. One of the great things that I have, that I really would like to put out there is the other two candidates in this race, Joe Liu and Kennedy Coleman, and I really have had a couple heart-to-hearts, and I really appreciate their support. They are both people of color, and they see what I'm doing, and they know me, and they know that my intentions are good, but the issue is that a lot of people don't know me, so they don't know that my intentions are good. But being able to have that relationship with Joe and Kennedy has really changed this for me. I really respect both of them, and I'm really grateful for their friendship and their criticisms to my campaign, but healthy criticisms. They're like, this is something you need to work on, this is something you need to fix, and that's exactly what I want to do. And I'd like to do that with the rest of Senate as well, and create a safe space that Joe and Kennedy have created for me. So,
what would you say has been the role of social media in this campaign? We talked to the other candidate that you're running against right now about kind of the blessings and the curses of social media in an election such as this. What do you have to say about that? Because I've seen your campaign materials, and they're fantastic.
Thank you, I appreciate it. No, I love, social media, exactly what you said. It's a blessing and a curse. It's an amazing platform to be able to use to go on and share your values, share what your campaign is all about, and get a huge following. However, there is a downside to it. We've definitely seen it. I mean, I downloaded Yik Yak, and then I deleted Yik Yak, and then I re-downloaded it because everybody was sending stuff to me anyways. It's really hard to have that app on your phone and be like, what are people saying about me? It's really scary because what it is people that are behind a screen, and that can be as brutal and ruthless as possible. And something that I've learned from this whole experience is that I can get on there and I don't have to worry about my actual humanity being attacked because of what I look like. And if they're gonna attack me, they're gonna say, I've been on there. They're making fun of my name. They're making fun of this. They're making fun of that. Things that just don't really matter and that I can laugh at. That hasn't been the same experience for all candidates in this race. And that's something that really does need to be addressed, because you cannot get on there and attack somebody's humanity. It's absolutely unacceptable, especially doing it from a screen. Like, if you have something to say, just say it, And so that's something that I really, again, I can never understand it because I will never have to experience it.
What would you say to your opponent? I know that we have another day left. What would you say to him if you were talking to him right now?
I'm thankful for this experience, and I'm thankful that I've gotten to go through it with you. Reese and I knew each other since day one. We're both HUD scholars. We have gone through this entire process of Senate. We were first year senators together. We were pre-major senators. Now he's treasurer and I'm secretary, both on exec. We've had the same path through Senate. Thank you for challenging me, and thank you for making me a better person and showing me sides of this campaign that I didn't originally. But I really do appreciate him and everything that his side of view, and I'm thankful that I got to go through this with him.
Awesome. And is there anything else that you want your supporters to know or other students at SMU to know before the results are announced?
Thank you for this opportunity. I honestly, walking into SMU as a freshman, I obviously ran for Senate, but I don't think I ever could have possibly imagined that I would be running for student body president. Yes, it's a dream, but I didn't even think that it would become even close to to a reality. But thank you for all of the love and support. It's really hard to put yourself out there, given and use this platform, whatever, and say this is what I want to run on. Because there's so much room for criticism, and I need it, I need to be criticized. I need people to tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. But just the outpouring love and support that I have received from people that I might not even know. I have received so many DMs and texts hi, I don't know if you remember me, we met, blah, 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 but I'm watching you, I'm rooting you on, that means the world, and those are the texts that keep me going when when the mental health is kind of oh my gosh, what am I doing? And all the negativity comes in. It's those text messages and those words of encouragement that really do keep me going. And this is why I do this, because I know I'm doing something right. So awesome. I just got to keep being me.
Awesome, and I love that. And if the election is to swing your way, who is going to be your first phone call? My brother, but I'm hoping I have a spot that I'm going to be at. It was after my Hunt interview. I walked out of the building across, I don't even know the name of it, across from Fondren,
and it was all the flowers right across from Fondren, and I had no idea. You know when like you walk on a campus and you're like, I don't even, like the first time you walked on campus, it's completely different than how you see it now. So I have a spot there, and I'm somebody that doesn't like to be alone. So Ellie Sidebottom has been an incredible supporter during this entire thing, and she's like, where are you going to be? Can I be with you? But the first call will be to my mom and my brother for sure. So
awesome. Well, all the best of luck, and thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. This is amazing.